Hello, babies. This is going to be the collective energy check-in for the week of the 18th to the 25th. I'm sure you guys saw in the chat that I didn't actually anticipate doing this weekend. I was supposed to go skiing today, and yesterday I just had too much on my plate, so I just didn't think I would have time to do this. And I did, like I said in the message, intend on changing my schedule so that I can have 2 designated days off a week, just because my energy just needs it. But with that being said, I was guided today, since I'm not skiing, to do this collective check-in. So I feel like some of you can anticipate some sort of a surprise, because this is unexpected. And there's something about that I feel like is of relevance. However, some of you need to make an altar space. I don't know why I was just pulled to this. There's some scatteredness in the energy, collectively speaking, today. So grounding your energy is going to be really critical moving forward this week. But yeah, make an altar space. If you already have an altar, then I would recommend rearranging the items, cleansing them, removing things that no longer resonate with you, etc. I just looked up and saw a ladybug in my window, so yeah, there's some luck coming towards this collective this week. And it's interesting because, like I said, I had no intentions of doing this today, even after my plans fell through. And they fell through because I didn't feel well this morning. I felt like absolute crap today. So there could be a significance to, needing to take a little bit more care of your body, specifically, your dietary needs is what I'm hearing. Anyway, I was drawn to the Energy Oracle for the collective this week, which happens to be a deck that I use almost on a daily basis. So this is one of my personal favorite oracle decks. It's a really good insight into the energy that might be around you, might be coming towards you, etc. And then when I was grabbing it, this card flew out, so I was drawn to use this one as well. This is a Amara's Love Oracle. If you're interested in this deck or the oracle deck I'm holding in my other hand, it's actually on my Amazon storefront. So these are 2 of the ones that I've purchased from Amazon. Anyway, this first card that came out with this deck, it says passion, chemistry, and passionate feeling. So for some of you, part of the surprise that's coming towards you has to do with some kind of a passionate connection. I'm immediately noticing how muscular this image's arms are. So there's something about, for those of you that are a traditional woman, there's something about how when this man holds you, you feel dainty and small, is what I just heard. So whoever this is that you're connected to, they have very, very big muscles. All right, they either work out or they could work in an industry where it's required of them to use their muscles a lot. I'm seeing someone really bulky. Anyway, normally I would pause and come to the next clip. You know what I am? I'm going to stop this here and do the timestamp thing. So look into the timestamp to find out what this is all about. So as I said, a lot of y'all need to ground your fucking energy. Okay, there's some scatteredness here. Even the way I just did that was chaotic. So finding a way to get grounded is going to be really, really, really important this week for this collective, okay? But let's see what else. What else do we have? First card out was envy. Second card, attachment. Next one is action. Last one is broken heart. And then we have goddess of the moon as well. Okay, I guess we're doing more. We have the yin and yang, the contract, blossoming abundance, and then 2 more. Adjacent possibilities, and first chakra, Archangel Michael. At the bottom of the deck, we have carrying connections. So immediately, you guys, I'm feeling some of you need to release something in order for something to take its place. It's you know that old saying, when one door closes, another door opens? Some of you are stuck in a cycle right now where your attachment issues are blocking you from releasing this pain of your past. I feel like there's some broken heart energy that's lingering here, and it had to do with some kind of a soul contract you had with another individual. So the attachment that you're still harboring onto from this person is causing a really big blockage in whatever opportunities want to come towards you. I'm now all of a sudden feeling sick to my stomach, so that's interesting. I'm also seeing with that envy card and action, something about not allowing other people's envious energy to drain you of your light. Still take action towards what it is you want to create for yourself, because the envious energy that drains you and that you pick up on is actually putting you more into this attachment and brokenhearted energy. Some of you also need to reflect a little bit on the aspects of you that have envious energy towards other people. Okay, remember that old saying, your vibe attracts your tribe, all right? There are words that go with this that made no sense. There are affirmations, thank you, Spirit, that go with these. So we're going to read this. This one also indicates that you need to increase your gratitude for life, okay? Because right now you could be a little bit stuck in a lack mindset where you're not really recognizing the aspects of your life that are beautiful, okay? I'm being guided to actually read this one verbatim. So excuse me, this symbolizes lack and dissatisfaction. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room looking out into a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. It's giving that song Love Yours by J. Cole. Like, there's always going to be something better than what you currently have, but if you take what you have for granted, it's going to be taken away. Anyway, instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desires for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and that energy shows in her dress. This card upright is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more of them, not you. What did I say? Your vibe attracts your tribe. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. This card is the near... no, we don't have that one, so we don't need to read that. So the affirmation for this is, I let go of lack and look at the blessings in my life with joy and satisfaction. I am glad. That's going to be something that's going to help you guys to detach from any envious energy that you're harboring onto. And then the attachment cards affirmation, I'm actually only being guided to read that one card. Interesting. I release this one. I release attachment and choose peace. I am strong, free, and able to choose what honors me. And then we have number 17. These are affirmations that I'm being really, like, I'm hearing, like, heavy encouragement to, like, write these down and say them throughout your week this week, especially if you're struggling to release some of this energy that we just discussed. Because some of you, I really do feel like the envious vibrations I'm picking up on are coming from within yourself. And for some, it's because you don't have a relationship and the people around you are in a committed relationship. Whether it's a happy one or not is really none of your business, but you need to release the envious energy that you feel towards it because that's only going to attract more negativity towards you, okay? Now, the action card says, I am responsible for my own life and I take action toward my own goals and happiness every day. I'm going to read that again. I am responsible for my own life. I take action toward my goals and my own happiness every day. And then we have number 9, which is the heartbreak card. Specifically, write this one down if you're really struggling to release some pain, okay? So we have the broken heart. I release the pain of the past and live with compassion for myself. Love heals and renews me now. Then we have number 52, which is the goddess of the moon. I have a strong intuitive voice. I freely receive guidance, and I understand and trust the messages that I receive. Then we have the yin and yang. I am being guided to read that one out loud as well. So, the yin and yang card symbolizes passive/active, intuitive/logical, which, like, duh, yin, yang. So upright, this card represents energetic life cycles and its purpose to help you identify the particular cycle energy moving into and out of your experience. In its upright position, it hurdles a yin cycle, where the most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for contemplation, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective. So open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. The affirmation with this card is, I am open to understanding the cycle I am in, and I'm willing to utilize its energy beneficially. All that I need is already a part of me. There's some throat chakra blockages I'm picking up on heavily, and I just opened back up to the attachment one. So they're telling me to read this as well. Partnership, legal commitment. This card shows a contract in the background, ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, or a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. The scales of justice also indicate that if legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on a potential new opportunity, so remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. That's giving, like, you guys need to just be open to receiving energy, like, big on the yin energy this week, so just kind of open your heart space, allow for things to come to you. That one's affirmation is, I am attracting wonderful, beneficial connections that support and honor me. I'm going to reread that. I am bringing... do you see what I mean? Throat chakra. There's also something about someone trying to instill some confusion in your mind. And I am wearing my purple bandana today, so there could be some throat chakra and crown chakra issues this week. I am attracting wonderful, beneficial connections that support and honor me and bring me great happiness and abundance. So the next one is the number 3, which is blossoming abundance. You guys are attracting a lot of beautiful energy towards you. Yeah, and I'm being guided to read this one as well. So, increasing wealth and value. And this card shows a beautiful golden garden in the springtime with coins and new flowers blossoming all around. They even hang like fruits on the trees above. Upright, this card signals new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. So be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity. Much like a gardener works the ground and begins to see blooming results take hold. This card upright indicates the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth, but be grateful and enjoy. It's interesting to me that I'm being guided to only read the positive ones, but I wasn't guided to read the negatives. So I feel like some of you need to really acknowledge that. There's something some of you really need to look at when it comes to like, this might trigger some of you, but I'm hearing some of you have a tendency when you're called out on your bullshit by the divine, you ignore it. And like what I mean by that is like when you see negative cards or negative energies on the cards, you try to figure out the positive solution to it. That in itself, my love, is called toxic positivity. There is an equal give and take when it comes to any element of life. So there's going to be a cycle of negativity and a cycle of positivity. No one on planet Earth is perfect, and trying to make yourself feel like you are is going to put you further into stagnation when what you want to do is grow. Okay, so there's a reason I'm bringing that up, all right? So that card's affirmation: abundant wealth blossoms all around me. I see the value in my everyday life. Then we have the adjacent possibilities. I just heard the song Taste by Tyga. Many unconsidered options is the keyword for that. I'm not being guided to read the whole thing though. I am open and willing to take my life in new directions. I am becoming more aware of the many options for harmony and optimism in my thoughts and in my choices each day. Okay? That's that card's affirmation. Yeah, I keep hearing Taste by Tyga. And then we have first chakra. So this is Archangel Michael. He might be someone that is beneficial to call upon during this week for those of you that are struggling. Something about your root chakra is really dominant as well. So like crown chakra, throat chakra, and root chakra are going to be important for the week moving forward. Excuse me, confirmation. So this one's affirmation: my first chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I am strong, stable, safe, and secure. The Archangel Michael guides and supports me always. All right, so that's what we have for the energy oracles. I'm going to stop the recording here, and we're going to jump into the tarot. Okay, so I was drawn to the Final Rose tarot deck for this reading this week, so there could be a significance to the color pink. Self-love, self-care could need to be increased, etc. But we're going to do what we always do and get the mood for the music. I'm still hearing Taste by Tyga, so some of you should really listen to it. The song Apparently by J. Cole, which is from the same album, I'm pretty sure, as Love Yours. Oh, my speaker's not on. So, let's find out what this passion, chemistry, passionate feeling for the collective is for the week of the 18th to the 25th. What is this message about? Something about that line just really stood out. Interesting. I'm hearing immediately with this energy, I'm hearing the balancing of scales. Okay. What else do we have for the collective this week with this passion? Something about following you. Someone might unexpectedly follow you on social media this week. Yeah, big emphasis on that. There's 2 10s here as well, so there could be a closing of a cycle unfolding. Something about being in your hometown unexpectedly. I don't know. Something about the line canvas just stood out. The King of Cups. Interesting. This person's having a tower moment. Something's happening in this energy, okay? Whether this is you or someone connected to you, there's a shift in this vibration. I'm also kind of sensing whoever this is for you, babies, they're very possessive over you. And, like, you own their heart is kind of what I'm sensing. However, I feel like there's a really big emphasis for the collective this week on focusing on your shadow work and your own internal growth. So focusing on finding balance within yourself and allowing like the things that you know are destined to be yours. And for a lot of you, it has to do with whoever this King of Cups is. Like, you know, you and this person are destiny. You know this is where it's going to end up. But there's a part of you that gets stuck in a cycle of chasing over it for whatever reason that may be. For a lot of you, it has to do with the external circumstances that are going on in the day-to-day. And I feel like there's a need for you to release that, because the more focus you put into it, the more you're pushing that energy away from you. And the final two aspect is also really giving me the energy that, like, this person's making a decision between you and someone else. But now I'm seeing whoever they're connected to is, like, digging their claws into them. So, like, it's interesting to me because this person's very possessive over you, but, like, their third party's possessive over them. And I'm hearing, like, they don't really feel... How do I explain this? And I don't like to say it this way, but whoever this is, whoever this King of Cups is for you, baby, they don't feel the same way about this third party that they feel about you. So how they feel about you is something that they've never really ever felt. Like, I'm hearing the words unexplainable. And I feel like they've been trying to, like, force it. Like, I'm hearing force it to fit with this third party, but they're recognizing the more they try to, like, they're showing me a puzzle. You know when you were a kid and you would make a puzzle and you would try to force a piece of the puzzle to fit into another piece and it just wouldn't work? That's what this person's been trying to do with this third party. And again, I'm hearing balancing of the scales. And part of the reason why is because whoever this King of Cups is, they have their heart on lock, is what I'm being guided to mention, especially with this card's imagery, is what I'm hearing. 4 breaks down to 2 as well. So there's 2 2s here, and the 10s, I feel like being guided to look that up. I do believe 10s symbolize a completion of a cycle. This person might ask you on a group date. I immediately just... That's crazy. He just said something about best friends, and I was about to say, like, your friend and their best friend could be dating, or, like, something like that. I don't know. There's a significance to, like, one of their good friends could be dating, like, a woman that they know you would get along with. Whether or not you know them is not really relevant. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. The number 10 represents both an ending and a beginning, the point of transition from the completed cycle to a new cycle. This person just learned a life lesson about something, is what I just heard. And they're going to tell you all about it, is what I'm hearing as well. So when a 10 shows up in a reading, whatever you've been working on or have been involved with is over. You've gotten whatever you're likely to get out of it, and it's time to move on. That's good news if you've been going through a rougher period. It serves as an affirmation that you've set out what you needed to do. And then the number 2 depicts union or partnership with another person, a spiritual entity, or 2 parts of yourself. When I feel like it's another person with the passion card coming out. When a 2 comes up in a reading, it can mean you're forming an alliance of some sort or want to. 2 represents balance. It may also show that you're balancing polarities in your life and that you need to correct an imbalance. There's a really big emphasis on finding, like, balance between, like, spending time with this person as well as with yourself and your own hobbies, okay? I'm also hearing the term work-life balance, so I feel like this collective, you could have a tendency when you get into a relationship to kind of lose yourself. And I feel like this is something that creates very codependent dynamics that you struggle to break free from moving on, like moving forward, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is a message in itself to be really cautious of allowing, like, old outdated patterns to surface, okay? I really do feel like this person's coming forward to collaborate on something with you, though, and it's because of the changes that they've been experiencing in their life. So, like, this individual has been going through, like, I'm hearing literally tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, and, like, during these towers, they're experiencing a lot of, like, epiphanies and seeing a lot of truth. And the more they see the truth, the less they can ignore it. Does that make sense? And I really feel like it's because this person's experiencing a change in the wind, is what I just heard. There's a shift, like a turning point in their life that's leading them towards what it actually is that they want to create for themselves. I feel like for some of you, one of the reasons that this person was, like, a little intimidated of this connection is because there's a lot of passion in this energy. And I feel like the amount of passion that you and this individual feel, because it's mirrored, is what I'm hearing, it triggers you both pretty deeply. Because any other time you've had a passionate connection like this, it likely didn't lead to the best outcome. So I feel like there's a little bit of projection when it comes to this connection. But I'm telling you, there's something about either this person's going to show up in your hometown and ask you out, or, like, you're going to bump into them while you're out and about, okay? And, like, for some of you, remember that, like, your hometown doesn't necessarily mean where you were born or where you grew up. It's just where you feel the most at home with yourself, okay? There's also a need to save this week. Financially speaking, I feel like this collective needs to do what they can to, like, put some money aside, because the Four of Pentacles can actually symbolize, like, conserving money for a rainy day, if you will. Interesting. What is this song? Something about a two-seater, something about being a passenger princess. The song is called Ashton Martin. It's by Rick Ross with Drake. Yeah, this person sees you as a very mature woman. I don't know, there's something about how they're seeing the truth between you and the third party that they've been connected to, and, like, I'm immediately hearing immaturity and manipulation. To whoever they've been in a connection with, whoever this is that they're detaching from, they're seeing the truth of this third party because they're recognizing how emotionally immature they are and how they manipulate people. There's something about how, like, the mask is being removed from this third party, and it's like, it's not from her, like, sorry, I almost said her, but, like, whoever this third party is, it's not their intention to remove it, it's just happening. Because your person's evolving, and they're seeing a lot more truth within themselves about their own insecurities and their own toxicity. And the more they recognize that and they correct their behavior, the more they're seeing that behavior in other people. Remember that, like, you typically attract what you need to process or evolve from. So, like, there's something about how your person is looking at this person that they're connected to, and they're like, damn, I attracted you because I needed to recognize my control issues. I needed to recognize where I was insecure. I needed to see my own shit reflected back at me in my romantic partner. There's something about your person being very, very self-aware, is what I'm hearing. I feel like there's a lot of truth coming to light, and, like, I feel like you're going to hear about a lot of this. Yeah, because this person wants to spend some quality time with you. I feel like they want to have some fun, is what I'm hearing. They want to go out. They want to, for some of you, I'm hearing go dancing. They could even have a gift for you. This is very specific, but especially if you guys have a birthday, either just had one or have one coming up, this person has a gift for you for it. There's also a lot of shit talking, like gossiping happening about you at this time. So, like, whenever you feel people sending you the evil eye or negative energy or people talking shit, you just need to send them healing, all right? And what did I tell you? This says young female. I'm telling you, man, like, there is something about whoever you're connected to recognizing the difference between you and the person they've been connected to, because they're seeing how immature this person is versus how mature you've become, is what I'm hearing. This third party could even mirror some, like, old aspects of your shadow, is what I just heard. I fucking told you. I can't make this up. So the other thing that's interesting to me is you guys have two suitors that are going to be coming towards you, because I am seeing two masculine energies, but also two feminines. So it's like you're detaching from, the more you detach from your own toxicity, the more you're attracting people towards you. This collective's attracting a lot of suitors, if you will. Excuse me. And I feel like this third party is, like, trying to stop it from happening. And in the past, I feel like this third party spoke a lot about you, like a lot of negative things that were like, again, I'm hearing a direct reflection. So it's like this third party said a lot of really negative things about whoever is watching this. Like, I feel like they talked a lot of shit about you. And, like, honestly, for a majority of you, I'm hearing, like, that makes no sense because they don't even know you, is what I'm hearing. My affirmation app just went off and I'm being guided to look at it. Every day I look back at my past self and I see that I am better now than... I am better now than I was before. Something about SpongeBob just came to my mind. I don't know, man. Yeah, this is true love. Like, they can't deny how they feel anymore. Okay? And I feel like this person, like, what's interesting is I feel like whoever you're connected to is very in tune, spiritually speaking. And I feel like, I told you, gossip. I fucking told you. I feel like whoever your person is, like whoever this masculine is that I'm tapping into, he's very spiritually gifted. So he can feel these other options circling his feminine right now, and it's triggering the shit out of him. If anything, honestly, babies, I feel like that's what's going to catapult him to come forward. And I'm hearing, no, you cannot reach out first, okay? He has to come to you. Or she. Whoever this is has to come to you. Your focus needs to continue to be on your work, creating the empire for yourself. This could also have to do with, like, a work romance is what I'm hearing. This person's younger than you. Might not necessarily be younger than you, but, like, they're just different is what I'm hearing. This person could be into sports. They could be a bit of an athlete. Or they could be into cars, or, like, both is what I'm hearing. But let's see, for the collective this week. Yeah, there was a lot of healing that had to happen in this person's energy. I feel like it was mirrored. And this is partly why. I feel like this person was a bit of a player. They were non-committal is what I'm hearing. But they've been keeping tabs on you. They're watching your social media. Like, I'm literally hearing watching your every move. They're feeling the pressure. I told you guys. Because I literally cannot make this up. Look. Under pressure and the lust card came out together. I'm telling you, this person can feel the amount of lusty ass people that are circling the feminine right now, and like they do not like it. They do not like it one bit, and they're trying to heal their own lust-based energy so that they can come correctly. The song Love in This Club by Usher featuring Beyonce and Lil Wayne. I feel like communication is likely to come for a lot of you this week. It's going to be very unexpected, and this is why. Because this collective has been working really hard on detaching from this situation, and I feel like the more you detach, the more you recognize the truth, and the closer this came to you. This person was very emotionally unavailable in the past, and I feel like that's something that you could have, like, struggled with. There was a very tough beginning in this relationship, but, like, I'm telling you, babies, there's a love offer coming. For a lot of you, I see union. I feel like this person's completely love-struck by you, but I'm telling you, there's a tower moment in this individual's life, and it could be causing them to be a little bit hot and cold with their energy. You guys just need to trust the process and, like, focus more on yourself this week. There could be a curse on you currently. I just cut the deck to that. A cleansing ritual might be really beneficial for you to remove specifically any lust-based energy that's being sent to you. All right, what do we have for the collective? Something about a few months. Okay, something could start to unfold within the next few months. There is not enough faith to manifest your desires. I'm also being guided to mention we have a full moon coming up, which will be during this reading cycle. So it's going to be on the 24th. There could be a significance to, like, doing some kind of, like, ritual to release whatever is blocking you from moving forward. Abundance and prosperity lies ahead. And then we have, this is a short-term solution. There is not enough confidence to fuel this situation. Interesting. Some of you are standing in your own way because you need to release, do not give up. You need to release someone from your past in order to allow this new person to come in. Don't shy away from your desires. And then we have a protection spell is needed for this situation. Work on releasing your fears so it can manifest. Okay. And then we have, you're taking on too much energy and that's unhealthy. So remember what I said about balance is going to be really important for this collective. We also have, this situation will result in bad karma, and then channel the energy of the next moon phase, and you and your loved ones are protected. So it's important to remember that you're heavily protected at all times. When you do the protection spells, it's just to additional support, you know what I mean? I don't know why, but I was just drawn to this deck. Alright, what do we have for the collective this week? Self-indulgence. I told you, there was a need for this collective to do some shadow work, okay? There's a need for you to, like, reflect, to look within moving forward, okay? It's time to heal something from your past, is what I just heard. A lot of you, I'm telling you, you're blocking something from coming forward because you're holding on to something that needs to be released here. And it could have to do with this energy of the girl with the snake. So we have empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used enable boundaries. So, like, there is a need for you to acknowledge where you need to set firmer boundaries in place and look at yourself from the higher point of view. You need to look at yourself from a I deserve the world versus a I'm not worthy. And the more you do that, the more you're able to set these boundaries, the easier it's going to be for you to break whatever cycle of self-indulgence you seem to be stuck in this week, okay? Spirit's encouraging you to continue to give yourself love unconditionally. Give the love that you want to give others to yourself instead. Stay Blessed by Bryson Tiller. And now I'm hearing that saying, I think I put it on a reading recently, but it was, remember that unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. I'm going to repeat that. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance, okay? Some of you really need to release someone who just manipulates you. They just come in to, like, to charm you, and, like, it's just heavy narcissistic energy. Like, I'm hearing the term love bombing on repeat, and you keep giving this person unconditional love, but you're not receiving what you're giving. And it's a part of the reason you keep allowing this cycle to repeat has to do with whatever this is with your self-indulgence, okay? I told you, for some of you, this person's wearing a false mask. They're not showing you the truth. So what's interesting, when I started talking about the third party for the masculine, this is a mirrored energy. So you both have someone that you need to completely let go of from your past that's causing you to not see your present clearly, okay? This person gaslights you. They devalue you, is what I keep hearing. Like, your needs are never met when it comes to this connection, and it's something that you need to face, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. There's a need to let go of this. For some of you, this is an old heartbreak. I told you, this literally says love bombing at the bottom of it. So this was someone who was it was very one-sided relationship. It was very toxic. It was very low vibrational. This person was very self-absorbed, and I feel like they did not see anything outside of themselves, okay? And the more you acknowledge that truth, yes, you have to grieve it. Yes, you have to feel it. But the more you acknowledge it, the more you realize that the passion that you felt for them was an authentic passion. It was a false betrayal. You know what I mean? Like, you tried to build a foundation with somebody on false ground. And I feel like you're accepting that truth because you're shifting your mindset. A lot of you are focusing more on positive energy to attract positive things towards you. And I feel like the more you do that, the more you're attracting something that has equal chemistry. Like, you have a very equal kind of partnership. That's too many. And it's interesting because, like, there's a lot of confusion here. So whoever you're detaching from doesn't want you to see the truth clearly. I told you. Whoever you're detaching from doesn't want you to fully see the truth, because then they don't have the same control over you that they once had. But, like, it's time for you to release this connection and recognize that the relationship is over. There's not a second chance here. It's time for you to grow and transform your life. And the more you accept that truth, the more you allow this heartbreak to go through you, the easier it's going to be for you to shift into a new energy. I'm smelling coffee. You just need to grieve is kind of what I'm sensing. Like, I feel like this was a very lust-based energy. Yeah. There's some truth that's going to start coming forward, okay? Like, you're going to start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel is what I just heard. A lot of clarity is coming into this collective, and it's because you've been taking time to go inward. I'm hearing, like, solitude. I feel like you've been taking a lot more time to spend time with yourself, and the more you acknowledge the things that you can't control, the easier it is for you to purge. There's also a saying, or the word protection on this card standing out. I told you, there's a third party here. So there's someone who views you as competition. This says, like, malicious or spiteful. Look over your shoulder. And then the other woman. I feel like this third party. So not only are you detaching from someone, but so is your person, like I said, okay? And I feel like you're both recognizing that this was a growth-oriented connection that was brought into your life for you to evolve and grow and become the person that you were fated to be. And I feel like the more you accept that, the more your person's accepting that, but it's triggering the shit out of this karmic, because it's, like, this karmic's attached to your person in the wrong way. I'm hearing materialistically. And it's something that, like, they're gonna see over time, but, like, it's going to take this third party some time to recognize her own faults. Does that make sense? Right now, she very much has a victim mindset. I keep hearing Monster by Justin Bieber, and I think it's Shawn Mendes. My right leg is bouncing, so there could be something about restless leg syndrome here, too. Something about going on a vacation to somewhere, like, really sunny is what I'm seeing. Like, paradise energy. But there's a lot of playfulness coming in, okay? You and this new opportunity is what I just heard. You and this new person that's going to be coming into your life. I feel like there's a potential for you to grow into a beautiful connection, and it's going to be like a honeymoon type of energy for quite some time is what I'm hearing. It's almost like the honeymoon stage never ends. But right now, it's just all about divine timing, because you both need to heal from whatever this is over here, okay? You need to release that heartache from your past and allow this separation to happen so that you can, like, make room for each other, is what I'm hearing. Excuse me, the song Live, I Just Want to Live, or sorry, what? Hello? I have no idea why I said any of that. The song is actually called Live, I Just Wanna, and it's by Crush. I have no idea. No idea. But I told you guys, throat chakra, I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of confirmation coming towards this collective, and I feel like the more it comes in, the more you're overwhelmed. So, like, there's a need for you to take time for yourself, meditate however that looks for you, ground your energy, etc. Go to the gym, whatever it looks like. Clean your space is what I'm hearing. The more you do this, the more you're going to feel secure in yourself, all right? But yeah, I feel like something surprising is coming to this collective this week, because I had no intentions of doing this, and there's a reason I just did. So remember that surprises can be a positive, and I feel like this one is a positive surprise. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great week.